My dear Dasarians, the non-Brahmins, Vanakkam. Be proud to be Shudras, since your ancestors earned this title not because they were born as a low caste, as described by the evil Varnasrama theory, but because they found the formulae, the Shudras, to reach God. Let us see what Krishna, Kannapiran in Tamil, the very great Sutradhari, says in one of his sutras, the Dhyana Yogam. Lord Kanna says that one cannot become a saint by merely renouncing the outside, and some people turn the interpretation in their favor as if they should not give up anything outside. Renouncing the whole world is not that easy like Patinatha renounced, says the great monk non-Brahmin Tayumana Swami. Such a great sage Patinatha, the non-Brahmin Swami, while describing about the various stages of renunciation, says that the housewife is good, but he who has simply abandoned the world is a billion times higher than him. He who has renounced himself in his heart is 100 million times greater than the one who has renounced himself in the field. While reading Hindu text, if you have the opportunity to read only the interpretations of the enlightened non-Brahmin saints, you are a great blessed one. To those who want to progress in meditation yoga, to be active is the best way. If he reaches the yoga stage in meditation, then it is better to be passive, says Kannapiran. The sage Avadi Sivapragasa Swami, non-Brahmin, 1 year, Siddha Muni, was the first disciple of the non-Brahmin, the Vannar community, Tiruvalam Mauna Swamigal. During college days, I used to meet him. The same is true of the Swami. If you have completed your daily duties for tomorrow, then meditate. He says that the mind will be concentrated. One who has attained the stage of meditation yoga does not have a desire for the sense. His actions are unattached with self. All subtle desires leave him. Raise yourself. If you do not, then you are the one who is humiliated by yourself. He who conquered himself is his friend. He that does not win is his enemy. The conqueror will remain unchanged, divine consciousness in cold, heat, pleasure, suffering, honor, shame, etc. He would have been satisfied with the scientific experiences of knowledge. The mind will not be wandering. He would have conquered the senses. He would look at these things equally. He is the yogi who attained the stage of meditation. He would have had a good heart. He will have equal intellect over both, whether one is desirable or undesirable man. One who wants to attain this meditative yoga stage must concentrate his mind, living alone without getting into anyone's eyes, abstaining from desires and belongings. In a clean and slightly upper place, sitting on cloth, leather, thereby grass, etc., should be seated and meditated for purity of mind. Keeping the body, head and neck straightened, with the side fixed upon the nose tip, one should sit willingly, quiet and without fear, along with the virgin vow and the Lord as his goal. Krishna says that the yogi who has so much to do with this mind attains salvation and peace. Yoga is not attained to the person who eats more, eats less, sleeps more, and who is more awake. Yoga will wipe out suffering for one who has a system of eating, sleeping, and working. The light of the air is an example of the mind of a mindless yogi. If you practice meditation thus, you will be able to relax. Only then will his intellect see the soul. Only then he rejoices in the soul. He is not left in that endless blissful soul. Meditation yoga is the one. One does not need to achieve anything better after attaining that, or that one is not stranded by great sorrow. With steadfast and undisturbed heart, try and achieve it. The mind that wanders must be retrieved from the causes for which it is wandering and concentrate dwelling in the soul. The one who is stationed in yoga will see himself in all beings and will see all beings in himself. I will not hide from him who sees me in all things and all things in me. He too does not disappear to me, says Krishna. In this place, the non-Brahmin Arjunan too is doubting like us. I don't think the mind is so easy to resist, says he. Krishna says that it is true, but one can achieve it, try with perseverance through the right means. Moreover, Arjunan asks that if one practices for a long time and dies without achieving it, his life would be wasted, isn't it? Justice. Is not he who enjoys life in sense pleasures becomes wiser? Kandabiran answers him, no good person is degraded, my son. He who dies before yoga to succeed lives in the pious worlds and then takes birth in the house of the rich and good people or in the house of the best yogis. He continues to attain the fullness in the next birth from where he left in his previous birth. Even if you try a little, you will soon be pulled to a great errand by the use of the previous birth. The meditative yogi is better than the davasi, the scholars, and the karma yogis. Become a yogi. The Gita Charyan, non-Brahmin Swami Kanna Paramatma, teaches non-Brahmin Arjuna. Om Nandri Vanakkam.